Hello there, come on in, entrez-vous. God, I'll tell you something, lads, a week is a very long time. Okay, it's Sunday where I am, and very shortly, himself and myself will be leaving the metropolis of Dublin and driving to the north bit of Ireland, and we will be going to the Seamus Heaney home place, where I will be doing an interview with Rick O'Shea, and I'm very honoured about all of it.
Marian, please.
We're going to the Seamus Heaney home place and to be interviewed by Rick O'Shea, and the people are coming, and I feel really excited because lots of lovely people are coming. But okay, so I was in Wales all week, and that was lovely. I was with himself's brother, and himself's brother's two sons, and you know, they're all very quiet, they barely speak, so it was very peaceful. And I didn't have the mobile phone coverage, and the Wi-Fi was spotty. That's a funny word. One I wouldn't normally use. But life became reduced to kind of small, lovely things. And when I say small, lovely things, I mean Aldi. There was an Aldi in the nearby town of Portmadog. It's not pronounced that. It's spelt that way, but it's pronounced Portmagic, I believe. And so we went in, and you see, I'd been to the Aldi in Portugal a couple of weeks ago, and they didn't have the fake Joe Malone candles and stuff there, and I thought there wouldn't be anywhere, but they had them in the Aldi in Portmadog, and I nearly had to be resuscitated. Now, I tell you, I didn't buy the candles because I have a really acute sense of smell, and I'm very sensitive to smells, and if somebody wearing a strong perfume hugs me, I kind of resent them for it, because then I can smell them for the next month and a half. But I bought some of the diffusers because they were gentler. But I'm going to talk to you about the skincare because you've asked me to show you. Hold on. Right, I bought the anti-age beautifying serum. Do you see it there? It's in a nice fancy box. I'm going to take it out now. And it is in a nice fancy bottle with a nice fancy pump yoke. Now, I looked at the ingredients. There's alcohol in it, which I'm told is a no-no. It does be harsh on the skin. And in fairness, when I put it on, it does sting. But you see, I always think that's a good thing. I like when a response happens, because I think, it's working, it's doing something. I'm going to show you the consistency. Hold on now. You probably can't see. Come closer himself with your fancy camera. You see, it's gel-like, which I like. You see, it's gel-like but spreads easily. And I've only been trying it now for, Thursday, Friday, 3 nights. So it's impossible to tell if it does anything. You can I think I can smell the alcohol, but then I'm very sensitive to alcohol, as we all know. I'm putting this back now. Now I am going to show you this, which those of you who are familiar with the luxury skincare brands will know that there is a brand that does similar packaging to this. But this cream was £6.99, and the other cream, as we know, is £1,003,000. So they don't actually list the ingredients here, which is kind of frustrating, because then I can only go on the feel of it. Now, hold on, you see, it looks lovely. You see, it looks all silvery and luxury. It feels like a luxury product, purchase even. You see, and then you see it has the thing. It has the sealy thing, do you see? And it peels, you see, it's airlocked, which always makes you think, oh my God, there must be really powerful stuff in here that the air can't get to. So you take off the thing. Now, it doesn't feel, this is a night cream, and I like my night creams to be really, really thick, unctuous. Now I'm going to put it on my hand. And like, it's, you know, it feels unremarkable. Now I did put it on my face, and my skin felt tight, and I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I have really dry skin, and if there's any sort of I mean, there wouldn't be hyaluronic acid in a night cream because that would be pointless. But I didn't feel, I don't know, moisturised. But look, I've really dry skin, and if you haven't, this might be for you. But look, it's fun to try, and fun for me because it's my hobby. I'm just going to cover it now and put it away. So I have things to tell you. Daddy Keys isn't doing so well. It really cast a shadow. It really distressed all of us. But thank God for Hannah. Hannah is like a one-woman packet of Prozac. She is so, she's like a charm monster. She's like one of those diplomats she's like Bill Clinton. You know the way people say about Bill Clinton, that he makes you feel like you're the only person in the world and you're the best person in the world? Hannah does that. Like, she listens intently to you, and she gives you the eye contact. She smiles, and she holds your hand, and she grabs your hair, and she grabs your glasses, and she's very, very, she's very connected to everyone she's talking to. So thank God for her. Right, I have a book to tell you about. This is the Repeal Anthology. Now, this is to raise funds for our referendum, which is coming in 5 weeks' time, the 25th of May. And this is such a great collection. Well, there's prose, and there are interviews, there's poetry, there's artwork, and it just gives an overview of how Irish women have been, I don't even know the word, failed isn't even the word, that we've been granted this status that is somewhere between an adult and a child. And it's sometimes we have less rights than an animal. And it's, I mean, I cried. There's so much sorrow in it. But then there's really funny bits, like Aisling B has written, like, it's hilarious about what it is to be a woman. It's just a very powerful collection, and hopefully there won't be any need for any more writing like this after the 25th of May. So that's kind of it. We'll see how we get on tomorrow in the hospital. I just feel I've got that kind of lump in my, it's probably the solar plexus. You know that bit where the ribs kind of start separating? There's a lump, there's a big stone in there. But anyway, we'll do our best for him. We'll go down and we'll plead his case. And I'll be back to you. I will next week. I'll still be here. It's a very choppy time in terms of kind of being away and being back and being away and being back. So have a lovely week. When we arrived back on Thursday night, it was definitely spring. People were all out jogging in Sandy Mountain. They were doing those outdoor boot camps there, the green in front of the sea. It scared me sideways, so it did. You won't be catching me doing any of that. If I have to do fitness, I have to do it privately. Anyway, adios. Bon chance. Thanks.